And welcome to today's video and to our little visit around the virtual campfire, everybody. Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Today is going to be it's going to be a video that's not for everybody, not for the masses. Nope. Today's video is for forward-thinking people who understand that one key to being a happy camper is to be an educated camper. Here's the problem. Education isn't always exciting, and oftentimes it is boring. But the reality is that many of the issues RVers have, many of the situations that RVers find themselves in could have been avoided if they just had done a little bit of homework. You know, RVing is kind of like life in that it gives you pop quizzes from time to time. You remember, like when you were in high school? Yeah, pop quizzes. And if you're not prepared for a pop quiz, you can pay dearly. For me, I found that asking questions of really smart people and then listening to what they say has helped me get through those inevitable pop quizzes that surely pop up. That said, one of the smartest human beings on the planet when it comes to lemon RVs is a friend of the show. His name is Ron Burdge, my badass RV lemon lawyer friend, who says that he has never been busier at his law firm, ever, and they only handle RV lemon cases. So let's talk a little bit. It's been a little while since you and I visited. Are you seeing lots of activity from people that are, I know you are, people that are unhappy with what they purchased? And kind of give me the 30,000 foot view of what we see from your point of view.
We're swamped. That's probably the easiest way to say it. I have never had so many RV cases at one time as we do right now. I think people are really just getting totally fed up with a whole lot of things that cause them to decide that they've had enough.
Really? You've been doing this for like 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, going on like 35 years. And it's just surprising to me that it's pretty much all hit. And I don't know if this is the result of a whole lot of sales that occurred during the pandemic, that people are now coming out of their warranty and realizing things never got fixed, or what the deal is, but there's a lot of disgruntled owners out there right now.
On my Facebook groups, I try to keep my finger on the pulse of those people, and I see a lot of people that seem to have issues with their slide outs. I mean, I guess it's been a universal situation. Do you see that many people contacting you about, my slide's not working?
Yeah, either the slide out mechanics are not working right or it leaks water. Those are the two things that seem to really pop up pretty frequently. I was in Phoenix for an inspection on an RV that the owner didn't even realize he had water leaks through the slide out system until the inspector hit on it.
Where are they coming in? I mean, is there some kind of a universal place where most of them leak around the such and such? And you see a lot of these.
They absolutely do. A lot of the ones that are leaking tend to do it at the lower corners. And it doesn't matter whether it's the front or the tailing corner, but that seems to be more often the case than the top corners.
Is it a design issue, or is it, I don't know, just the way the rain was hitting it?
No, it's not the way the rain hits it, because you get the leaks even when it's just sitting still and you're just washing it, or when you're driving either way. I think it's not really that at all. I think it's just simply a problem that the manufacturers still haven't figured out how to seal it up good and tight when you put the slide out.
So if you don't even know that you have water damage, that water damage is it's not ever going to cure itself. It never goes away. It just gets worse and worse and worse until it manifests itself into a giant problem. How did this RV owner discover the water damage that he didn't know that he had until somebody else
found it? We were having an inspection done by the factory people as well as by our own people at the same time. And when the factory got done, we told them that we were going to wash the RV and check for water leaks at that time. And they were welcome to hang around. And they said, nope, we're done. And they left. So they didn't even see it happening.
So is that part of lemon law case, a claim, if somebody's got a bad slide out? Or is that just that's not big enough? They just need to go to the dealer and work between the dealer and the manufacturer to get it fixed if it's under warranty? I mean, how do I approach that? Because there are a lot of people that have issues, like you said, mechanical issues, water leak issues around their slides.
Well, they do in fact exist, and by a big quantity. But if you've got an RV, the first thing you need to do to find out whether there's water leaks, if you've never really tried to figure that out, is just simply put the slides out and then go over it with a hose. just simply like you're normally washing it. And then go inside and check the bottom corners first, because if it leaks, that's probably where you're going to see it. But if you find that kind of a problem, then you need to start on the repair approach. You need to send a letter to the factory. Don't just simply make a call and go to the dealer and figure it'll all get done. A lot of these warranties require that you notify the factory when you go to the dealer, and a lot of people aren't doing that. If you don't, then going to the dealer won't count for purposes of any kind of lemon law arguments that you may raise.
Are you saying that I should intentionally try to put water? You're not saying that. Intentionally try to squirt water, figure, is there a leak over there? Because I think if you squirt hard enough, you're going to find a leak. But I mean,
no, definitely not try to make a leak. Just simply wash it the way you normally would, for instance, and then see if you have a leak. That's a different thing.
And so these warranties have changed throughout the years. It used to be, I guess you could just go to a dealer and then the dealer would fix it, hopefully. And if the dealer didn't fix it, then you go to the manufacturer. But now the manufacturer may be putting that into the paperwork that they have to be notified of something like that, or maybe that would be an exclusion.
That is very true. A lot of the manufacturers now, the biggies, so to speak, and a lot of the smaller ones too, for that matter, they're sticking in the warranty that when you have a problem, you have to notify them, and not by a phone call, not by an email, but by either an ordinary mail or by a certified mail letter. So if you don't do that, then what they end up arguing later on is you didn't comply with what you had to do to put us on notice of it. Even though when you take it to the dealer notifies the factory. You know, they're playing a game with words and warranties and contracts in order to avoid just doing what's right in the first place.
So just imagine this. I purchase an RV. I have an issue. Probably most people have not read their warranty. They're probably not going to read their warranty anyway, unless they actually have to. But they have some kind of an issue. They just assume it's going to be covered under warranty. They go to the dealer. The dealer will most likely, and this is a broad statement, the dealer will most likely say, okay, we'll check your RV in. We'll get to it whenever we can get to it. And they won't tell you that, hey, you needed to contact the manufacturer, because it's not their responsibility to tell me what to do as a consumer. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
You're absolutely right. The dealer doesn't care whether you call the factory or not, because it's no skin off their teeth, so to speak. If you, as an owner of an RV that's got a problem that's covered by warranty, there's two places you need to be going to. You need to be going to the dealer to get things done, and you need to be notifying the factory when you do that. And I would also suggest that when you get it back from the dealer, send the factory a copy of the repair order. Half the time they say they didn't even get one.
The communication, it's that the communication is so poor most of the time. And it's not just in the RV industry, but it's in a lot of places, and it's like playing that telephone game where the message changes and I didn't hear that. And you understand what I'm saying? But for the consumer that's making payments and can't use their RV, and then the person on the other end says, oh, no, you didn't read the paperwork correctly. Or, oh, we took care of that. And then it sounds like they're running the clock out on their warranty. And then you're really
that's another really big problem. A lot of RVs now go in the shop to be worked on, and they don't get out before the warranty expires. So that you don't even get a chance, under their argument anyway, you don't even get a chance to see whether or not they fixed everything before your warranty has already gone up in smoke.
What is reasonable, Ron Burdge, for me as a consumer to expect? If I think that first off, if I have an issue and I've got to go back to the dealer, if it's not some little minor thing, I need to go back to the dealer. I guess the first thing is to pull out my warranty, start reading it. But yes, I mean, most people don't even know where it is, I think.
Yeah, there's some truth to that, but that's absolutely right. You need to look at the warranty. Your smarter move, of course, is when you buy the RV, before you sign to buy it, make them give you a copy of it so you can actually read what the heck it says. Maybe you don't want to buy this particular brand because they have so much baloney in there that you've got to go through, that you want to get somebody that's being a little more honest about how they're going to treat you. And they
So I read the warranty and I assume, it's got to go to the dealer. This is, out of my pay grade. I need to take this thing back. And then the clock is still ticking on my warranty. The dealer is typically so backed up that they're not going to get to my unit maybe as quickly as I want them to. is it reasonable to expect the manufacturer to extend my warranty by whatever time the thing was sitting on the lot waiting for repairs? Or help
Yes,
me,
it
I don't
absolutely is.
I don't want to
And
be
a lot of
unreasonable.
factories will actually do that, but only if you ask for it and if you really press and argue about it with them. They're going to say, "Hey, we have no control over the dealer. If they're backed up, there's nothing we can really do about it." Well, that's half true and half baloney. What they can do about it is extend the warranty, because it's their dealer that their warranties send you to, and that the factory sends you to when you call and complain and talk to a human being. So if they're going to send you to a place which they know, and everybody in the industry knows that they're backed up, well, they ought to be able to extend the warranty for you. But you got to ask and you got to push to get it.
I got to tell you, it is so nice being able to have access to Ron's experiences, and his willingness to share his perspective is awesome. Now, after hearing this kind of information, I know it's easy to get paranoid about RVs and start thinking, man, they're all junk, but they're not. Now, they all will break from time to time, and all will need maintenance to keep them in top shape, but they are not all junk. The reality is this, though. RV dealers and manufacturers are good, really good at what they do. And you are not good at what the RV industry does. You aren't, and neither am I. You cannot possibly be as knowledgeable of where the loopholes exist and the pitfalls may lie that you could find yourself in. If you own an RV that is still under factory warranty, I recommend you find it, read it, understand it. If your RV is under warranty and it's in the shop for service, the clock is ticking on the remainder of your warranty. If you are legitimately concerned about warranty issues on your RV, contact the manufacturer and ask about getting an extension of the warranty. And whatever you agree to, get it in writing. In closing today's video, I'm hopeful that videos like this one will help prepare you for some of the pop quizzes that are heading your way. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Thanks so much for watching. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.